So Danny, what can you tell me about this project?
Well, basically we started off here in about January, February with these systems of groundwork. They laid out the land and we allocated all the plots. And we basically allocated the plots in the first come, first goal service, you know. And it surprised me to see that the disparity of the people and the individuals involved. We got people from all kinds of nationalities and this, that and the other. This area is predominantly Bangladeshi. I think there's about 57% Bangladeshi community here. They've got a large Bangladeshi community. But side by side with that, there's a lot of Irish here, and there's a lot of Spanish and a lot of Americans. And even yourself today, you're from New Zealand, I understand. So we do have a lot of people here from different nationalities, all working together with the same aim, and that is to grow organic produce, you know. And hopefully this time next year we'll be booming again.
What do you think are some of the benefits of this project then?
Well, the benefits speak for themselves. I mean, there's the fresh air, there's the camaraderie, there's understanding how different people grow different crops and how they grow them and why they grow them and will they grow. I mean, people from Bangladesh, as you can see, are growing mostly coriander, and you got the Irish over here who are growing potatoes.
Potatoes,
So I don't know what's in your plot. What's in your plot?
I've got chickpeas actually.
Chickpeas, you see, there we go. You know, there's such a variety of different produce.
Great. So would you have any advice for any other group wanting to start up a project like this?
Yeah, I would. I firmly believe that they have to get organised and they have to put in place a chair, a secretary and a treasurer, and to work in that way and to work in a structured and orderly way. We obviously do have problems, people taking stuff, and we do supply the tools as well. Groundwork in the beginning did supply tools, but eventually we went around and we got some funding and we supply our own tools and seed.
Great. Abdullah, what about your experience? What have you enjoyed?
Abdullah is basically in charge of the allotment. They put him in charge of the allotment to make sure that it's running in a disciplined and cohesive way.
As I said, yeah.
Great. Do you have any advice for any groups?
Advice: get a community together and
Yeah.
work together. Obviously, the argument I think be peaceful and share the knowledge of the greenland, what vegetable they grow, etc. And enjoy gardening together and share your knowledge.
Great.
What have you got here, Azad?
I've got tomatoes, aubergines, runner beans and courgettes.
Did you grow those at home and replant them, or did you grow them from seed here?
The courgettes I've grown from seeds, the rest I've actually got from a garden centre, and they seem to be doing well. It's something to do. I mean, most of us here live in a flat, we don't have a garden. So everyone around here actually is dying for a plot. And if I'm in the council, there's so much open space to actually give more people more spaces to do their gardening. Not only is it good for the economy, I mean, most people around here, we're not filthy rich, we don't have 100-foot gardens or whatever, we don't even have a balcony, some of us. So I mean, this is great work that Danny started, groundwork. And I think more councils should start doing it, and hopefully we can get more areas where we can do this work. And I mean, my son comes with me, 6, 7, and he just loves it. Gardening, you know, something to do. Also, it keeps you fit. You know, I mean, Danny's not started yet, but soon you see the all coming off all the way, and we'll all be doing well. Let's hope we get some vegetables. Lovely vegetables.
So what support have you had from the council?
Well, I mean, I've been quite surprised actually with the support we've had from the council. They are supporting us in various endeavours. First of all, they did give us the land, and we do liaise closely with a guy called Justin Hunt, and he's been very amenable to our situation. He helps us out, helps us to get rid of our rubbish and stuff like that. And he is very keen to expand this practice of giving more land to tenants. And we did approach him regarding putting in bees, and he is rather keen on getting the bees, but of course there's several criteria that we've got to go through in order to get the bees in. We have been in negotiation with the British Beekeepers Association, and they've come around and advised us. Now the thing is now taken on a political turn where we're going to go around and ask the neighbours as to whether they would approve of having beehives on the plot. And apropos to that, we've got a lot of children here. A lot of our members have children. Some of them have large families actually, and we're going to set up an insect city, several insect cities, so they can do exploratory. At the present moment, we have a wormery which is just over here. If you'd like to go over there, we can have a look at it later on. And we have a nature trail we intend putting in, and we're putting in to entice birds and wildlife and get them involved in nature watch and stuff like that. So it can be educational apart from being enjoyable.
Great, so we're going to have a look at the wormery.
Have a look at the wormery now. Get a membership hat on.
So, as part of the Council's Green Zone project, we decided to get a wormery to help us compost our food waste. So this is the wormery here. We've just had it going a few weeks. If you open it up, you can see we've got some food waste. If you look very hard, you might be able to see some worms. There we go. And what this does is that they're turning our food waste into compost that we can put on our plants, and also some fertiliser as well. I don't know what else to say.
The liquid that comes out.
That's it.
You explain the process. Explain the process of how it all takes place.
Yeah, the liquid tastes horrible, man.
Basically,
Joke.
so we're going
Yeah,
to
I've got to be eye on that.
turn it into beer.
Worm beer,
But-
Danny's worm beer.
If we can, I think we should really try and get the point across that in nature nothing goes to waste. That the whole whole cycle is beginning. You know, that the worms and the waste,
Oh, you
and
should say
it
it
goes
then,
back
Danny.
into what you say.
Becomes
What?
You know, because it's a bit Quranic. Do you want to say it? You know that the whole thing is going back into nature. The whole cycle of life is re-beginning again.
recycled.
Closing the loop.
I think it's an important point to make. You know, regarding the wormery.
Natural, everything's
It's
like
natural.
Yeah.
We're just giving it a hand.
We're feeding it. You know.
I was going to go and get a trowel actually, so we can see